Hey friend, it is Megan Elizabeth from BuyMeganElizabeth.com, founder and creator of the She Makes Club. Welcome back to another Tuesday tutorial. I am really excited to share a slimline card today. I just made one during our live She Makes Club live creative workshop hangout for my husband for our anniversary this week, but it kind of inspired me to want to make another card, a birthday card for a friend that's coming up pretty soon. So I thought I would share that live. This is the card I made for him. And then these are some of the scrapbook pages that we did during the hangout. Day spent with you are the best, memories of us. And I did some This Is Us. The theme for March in She Makes Club is This Is Us, This Is Family. And really embracing some of those daily life things that happen. And telling those stories and memory keeping. I love this page. This is my favorite. So this is kind of the page along with the card that kind of inspired me to want to do another card. And I'll basically show you what we're going to do in a minute. This page was done using this stencil set, the stencil pack Z3882. You can find it at buymeganelizabeth.com/shop. And I thought I would use the hearts that are in here. They're kind of just like fun, sketchy, wonky hearts, and use my Distress Oxide inks to make a fun kind of ombre rainbow and add in a birthday wish and use the slimline once again. So I have the slimline cards and envelopes, which is great because I already have the envelope and the card pre-scored and pre-cut. So I don't have to worry about lining it up or getting it cut just right or anything like that. And then the other thing that I'm going to use is the stamp of the month for March 2021. This is the Winged Masterpiece. I used it for my Forever Wouldn't Have Been Long Enough scrapbook page. I've been using it throughout. I used it for my anniversary card, and I'm going to make a birthday card with it now because I love it so much. I have a feeling I'm going to be using a ton of it, but you can only get it in March 2021. You can get it for literally for $5 with your order of $50 or more. Or if you are a VIP, you can become a VIP. And you can get it for free with a qualifying purchase, which is actually really cool. All right, so this is my new close to my heart manual die cutter, and I'm just going to show you really quick. If you haven't seen it yet, this is awesome because it has multiple pressure settings for whether you're doing embossing, letterpress, or 2D emboss, or you're doing a die cut. And then if you need to twist this to be more or less pressure as well, you have a lot of control with this guy. The handle stores on board, so it's really slim and great for really just using your manual die cutting like on the go. And then I'm going to use this slim line. This is the diagonal stripe thin cut die, and I'm going to use some French vanilla cardstock. So what I'm going to do here, actually I'm just going to rip this right on down the side. I'm going to place this down on my mat, and then place it on the platform and just turn it through. And this is just one piece of this card element that I'm going to be working on today. All right, this I can just pop back off, store it back on board. And then fold it right on up and put it to the side to clear off my station. Beautiful die cut all the way through. I'm just going to kind of poke it out. There's little holes in the back, so I can just kind of poke and remove my design from the sheet. And I love that this has like beautiful little like faux stitch lines in it, and all the diagonal pieces are all in here too. So I'm just going to pull this out. Okay. So that's going there. These will all get trash. card, as well as an inking mat, my stencil. I'm gonna need some washi tape in a second. Just gonna grab this extra piece of vanilla that I have. It's kind of a scrap, and I'm just going to grab some washi tape to kind of place this down so I'm not inking all over the back of the other card. And let's just, or the back side of the card, not the other card, the back side of this card. All right, I'm going to be using pickled raspberry, fossiled amber, crackling campfire, twisted citron, chipped sapphire, and seedless preserves. And we're going to kind of be building colors in a fun little ombre. These are all fresh, brand new. How many do I need here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. And then I'll wash these off and actually put them with these in time. So I'm going to start with my pickled raspberry color. Picked raspberry. It's not pickled. I don't know why I said pickled. Did I say that the first time too? Picked raspberry. Wow, losing my mind today. All right, and I'm just going to come from up top here and just kind of bring it down. And just kind of go here. I'm going to repeat it over here. Pretty. All right, now I'm going to do fossilized amber. Crackling campfire. All right, so even though I totally forgot how to do the colors of the rainbow in order, we're gonna keep going. And we're gonna just make it work. How funny is that? I'm like, wait a minute, something's not right here. All right, we're gonna kind of see how this blends out. So that is twisted citron. Let's use a little chipped sapphire. And then we're gonna grab seedless preserves. Yeah, I'm not mad about that. Okay, let's see, what can we retouch a little bit here? Let's grab a little bit more fossilized amber. And we're just gonna kind of go over that crackling campfire a tiny bit more. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. You know what we could add in here is a little bit of lucky clover, because I made this little whoopsies to bring out some more of that green. We'll just add in a little lucky clover right over top of the twisted citron and the chipped sapphire. Just a little stripe. Ooh, I like that. I actually really like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, we're going to be using these colors again, so let's not clean up too much. While this is still kind of wet, I want to grab my little spritzer of water here. This is just water. There's nothing else in here. It's just water, and I'm going to give it a few quick little spritzy sprays. Some closer than others, some really far away. And you can watch that Distress Oxide kind of react to that water on there. You can really see it kind of come to life there. I want to do a little bit more of a spritz up here in this corner. Yep, perfect. Okay. Now we're going to layer up the colors with the stencil, which I'm really excited about. So next step is to grab our stencil. And we're basically going to do the same thing. We're going to be pretty hard on the colors though this time and really bring them out and up at the next level. So let's start with, we can start with Seedless Preserves on here. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right over top. And I'm doing Seedless Preserves on that strip right there of hearts. So I'm really gonna kind of just stick to the colors that are underneath. I'm not gonna do too much more blending. I'm gonna just let the stencil kind of do the work here for me. So here you can kind of see this is primarily the Chipped Sapphire. So going back over top once again, just that line of hearts that are Chipped Sapphire. Because I do want this darker color to stand out, I'm going to just go ahead and stick with the Lucky Clover instead of Twisted Citron for over this level of green here. I just feel like I need to make up for my lack of rainbow blending skills here a little bit. So a little bit over the sapphire. Most of it just over that green. All right, and now we're going to do Crackling Campfire. All right, that, and then final color is our Picked Raspberry, or Pickled Raspberry as I fondly called it before. Don't know why. Don't know where that came from. There was a Stampin' Up color I used to do that with all the time too. Grapefruit, I think it's called Grapefruit Grove, and I used to call it Grapefruit Groove, like all the time. Like always messed it up. Every single time I talked about it. Don't know why. All right. Now, let's reveal the magic. Okay, that'll get washed off. Oh, that's so fun. So fun. Perfect. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so yes, faux pas there in the middle, but honestly, the colors really pull it together and pull it off well, that it's not that big of a problem here when I brought in that Lucky Clover. I think if I would have stuck with just the Twisted Citron, it might have really muddied out a little bit more, but I think we're okay. So nice clean back of the card. I want to wash my hands off real quick. All right, and now I'm gonna grab some Tombow Mono multi-glue and I'm gonna do the whole border of this thin line, and then I'm gonna kind of go through. I kind of made the mistake on the other card that I didn't quite add enough adhesive, so I'm gonna make sure that I really get in there on some of these lines and fill them in a little bit better. Ooh, you know what would be really cool? This is from the These Are My People. This is like one of the paper tags, and it has this like green and purple kind of cheetah kind of thing coming off of it. I wonder if I just do like a partial little thing as like a tag anchor for my stamp. That could be really cute. Let's do Picked Raspberry for the happy birthday. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Let's try this. Here we go. Much, much better. All right. Let's see, how far do we want this to go? To about there. And let's see, how do we want to do this? I'm kind of thinking I want to do the Seedless Preserved Chipped Sapphire and Picked Raspberry for this. I kind of think that'll be really cool. Let's start with our chipped sapphire. And then let's bring in our Seedless Preserve. Kind of overlapping a tiny smidgen. And then Picked Raspberry. Hopefully that should be good. All right, I'm gonna spritz this guy with a smidge of water. Let it react. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I'm going to hit that with my heat gun and then cut that out. Actually, before I even do that, I'm going to take the clear shimmer brush and I'm going to even let this react further with some shimmer. I'm going to go right down the stripe and then I'm going to go in on some of the centers. I'm going to pick up some of the Seedless Preserve. You see how that color kind of pulls out of there? Oh yeah, good call. All right, some dimensional on the wings and then Tombow in the center and on the antennas is what I'm thinking. That's perfect. Oh, I love that so much. I'm gonna finish it off with a couple of the pearl accents. I'm just gonna do it right on the card directly. Let's do one up here. Perfect. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, if you have any questions at all, feel free to message me anytime. You can find everything over at bymeganelizabeth.com. Just click on the shop link. It'll take you to all of my close to my heart advocate links and everything else, especially if you want to get in on this March stamp of the month set. I think you'll really, really enjoy it as much as I do. Have an amazing day. Enjoy the moments, and I hope to see you inside our next live creative workshop for She Makes Club. That'll be coming up in April. I believe it's April 11th at 6 o'clock Eastern time. And we have a couple other fun exclusive tutorials and cut files and other things for the month as well. So have an amazing day and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.